Alrighty, so this is, what I'll do is I'll combine 301 and 325 because you guys are both pretty much similar in terms of the course setup and everything else, in terms of grade submissions and everything else. So I'd like to thank everybody for hanging it out through, or pretty much surviving 301 and 325. One of the biggest things is I try to share as much information as possible. Bear in mind that at times I wasn't able to upload different videos because, again, internet connection was not as great. So within that, a lot of times it was having to upload it even on campus and even through my office on campus and everything else. And even when you go through on campus, you're only restricted to, I think it was 2 hours on campus, I think it was, and that's not enough time. There's multiple videos and everything else. So within the next semester, I think I'll try to iron out some more ideas and everything else. But this will be uploaded through YouTube and everything else. And what I'll do is I'll do a screen share right now okay, here you go. So this is this is for 301, and also I'll pull up 325 as well. Hold on. So this is for 301, and the reason why I kind of combine both is because they're almost pretty similar in terms of course scheduling. So here is 301. So 301, you'll kind of realize that we're now finishing up. The 21st is kind of the last hoorah for everything. So again, you have your library research paper due on the 21st. You have your reflection paper due on the 21st. Discussion questions are now being collected and everything else. So this is going to be week 13. And I think there was some confusion on that. Some students were like, what about chapter 12? Again, that's where week 13 is chapter 12. You're looking at discussion questions 10 and 11. Within that, you also have your quiz 5 and 7, which was already calculated back on the 13th. So now we're just it's just crunch time right now. I'm pretty much just looking at your reflection papers. That's the reason why I haven't really had a video, because again, right now, I pretty much just leave every student to their own devices in terms of submitting a lot of their work for their last reflection paper, which is due on the 21st. Again, the reflection paper is, I believe, noted in the discussion section or discussion portion, as well as your library research paper is also found there. Again, the library research paper, make sure it's 3 to 4 pages. You should know the process by now, 3 to 4 pages of written work. Bear in mind, I don't count the cover page and the reference page within that. If you add an abstract, great. You still need 3 to 4 pages. But again, I think that's one of the things I did note in your instructions and everything else. So kind of just follow those instructions. And if you can, great, awesome. Again, I'll be grading those into your fall break and everything else. And I think after that, we're done. There is no, after the fall break, you're done with the course. So bear that in mind. So initially within that, you'll have a longer kind of vacation. And so within that, that's one of the things that I kind of want to reiterate is the fact that, it was a joy teaching all of you. It was a joy sharing some information with all of you. Again, there's so much information out there. And that's one of the things I try to reiterate time and time again when I do a lot of lesson planning and everything else. I try to make sure that it's as straightforward as possible. Again, you make it what you make it. I've had some students indicate, I wish it was like this, I wish it was like that. But again, what I try to do is try to stick to my course scheduling. If you follow the course scheduling, great. I've had students that simply followed it and they were fine. I've had others who struggled on the course scheduling, and I try to make it as straightforward as possible. And if you had issues, I always advise that you let me know immediately. Don't wait until the last minute. And so within that, again, this is for 301, and I'll go into 325 as well. So I'll pull up 325. Again, it almost follows the same thing. And the reason why I'm combining both is just it makes it a lot easier for this video. So within that, this is what you have here. You have the 21st, which is your reflection paper due, and then you have a library research paper due during that time, 3 to 4 pages, same thing as noted. Your quizzes pretty much should have been pretty straightforward. I didn't really have a quiz on ethics because ethics is very, it can be interpreted in different ways. That's one of the things is ethics is there's no right way or wrong way. Initially, you're just trying to offer the best feasible decision-making process as you're working through the ethical models. So that's the reason why I kind of leave it up in regards to that. But overall, like I said, it's been a joy. It's been one of those things where I try to make everything as streamlined as possible. I try to make sure that the articles are available. If you did not find the articles, again, that's up to you to let me know. I've had students who waited until the end of the semester to simply say, hey, I did not get this article. And all I can say is, well, you should have let me know. I'll still send it to you. But again, you should have let me know immediately through. And within that, I try to make sure that you let me know immediately so that we can kind of iron out some details. Again, there's only so much I can do also. I've had students try to get more and more out of the course, and there's only so much I can offer in terms of my perspective and then also in terms of what can be initially proffered. So within that, I think that kind of covers everything for this course. Again, like I said, it's been a joy. It's been one of those things where I'm hoping some level of information has been solidified. Again, if you have any questions, even outside of the course, you can let me know and everything else. So we'll be moving on into the spring semester and everything else. So I think that kind of covers it for today. I don't really have anything else. So that pretty much sums it up for everything. And again, it's been amazing. It's been awesome. Stay safe and stay positive. Other than that, I'll see you possibly in another course.